What's up, YouTube? Mitchell here, and today we're going to be doing the Throw Barb Hardcore guided playthrough. Now, of course, the difference between this and the Softcore Barbarian guided playthrough is it's just hardcore.
Throw
and
barb.
there's no difference between the Softcore and the Hardcore, except if you die, that's it. There's no added magic find boost. There's no monsters are more difficult. It's just if you die, it's over. So I'm going to try and guide you through the game, how to do it without dying. Simple as that. Let's dive in. So the Barbarian, naturally pretty tanky, which is helpful. So we do love that. He gets a lot of life per vitality point, so we really want to be focusing a lot, as much as we can, into vitality, of course. But we will need a little bit of dexterity. We're going to need to make sure that we are able to hit. One of the nice things about throwing now is that the throw mastery has this replenish quantity on critical strike and chance to not consume quantity. So between the two of those pieces, you can actually get to a point where you're sustaining your weapons pretty well and not having to constantly go repair. This also applies to gas potions, so it can be really nice for throwing gas potions and stuff as well, or just any
He's
going
to be more Doc Heldiff all the time.
And then, of course, we'll be getting a double throw. So starting out, we will go to players 8, just for easy killing stuff in the blood more. I drop my shield because the shield is just kind of meh. I don't really want to block at the very start. It just kind of puts me in a block recovery that I don't care for. So we'll start off initially just hitting until we get to the cold plains where we can get enough gold. We need a few hundred gold, and then we can go and fight or grab some javelins. We can also use my speedrun loot filter, which really just gets rid of all of the basic junk. Hey, look at that. We can just get some jabs right off the bat. That works too. Already throwing, baby. Nice and easy. We do want 2-socket armor to make stealth later on. We don't have a ton of gold, but we do have a rejuve potion, which we'll sell for some. And I have a stamina potion, so I'm good enough with that. I'll need a point in bash because I will want one to go into double throw eventually. And then I will just kind of save the rest. And we can pick up some more javelins. Nice and easy.
Good day.
For stats, I'm actually going to go 5 points in dex right now and then 5 vitality again, and we'll go down to, let's go players 3 for the Den of Evil. Because we're throwing javelins, we're going to have some enhanced damage with the throwing, but we'll keep it nice and easy. Do I play Path of Exile? Not a lot, but I do enjoy it here and there. I mean, we got it in 2 runs last time, Lul. Now, I do have each throw set to a different hotkey, so if I can kind of like balance the number that I throw. The Friday reset is the best time. Oh, for the PoE? Yeah, there's a new league happening, right? Seems pretty crazy. Every league always seems so crazy, though. They go wild over there. No more socket colors in PoE. Wait, what? Is everything just a white socket now? That's massive. Colors just give bonuses. Oh. Wow. Very interesting. I don't hate it. It was pretty limiting before. Don't like this new grunts. You want swords of PoE too? Okay, so we kill all the mobs there. Pretty simple. Go back to P8. 32 attack rating. Sure, why not? And we can sell and rebuy our javelins. Just to have some javelins. Not a lot of gold for us. I just want to make sure I have one scroll of town portal, really. Otherwise, we'll go 5 more dexterity. We also do have a shrine here. So something that you can do if you have a shrine at your cold plains, just reset it a few times. This will spawn an experience shrine and or like 20% of the time. A skill shrine 20% of the time. A mana recharge shrine 20% of the time. A stamina shrine 20% of the time. So pretty easy to end up picking a experience shrine from it. Now I would love some strangling gas potions. That is probably one of my biggest desires right now. As at level 6, being able to throw those is just really helpful. But I still don't mind just killing some randos. It's unfortunate. Okay, never mind. We're good. Take this up to Rakinishu. I'm not putting anything in any of the masteries right now. We'll go more vitality. Just kind of feeling it out, but we're basically mixing vitality and dexterity as we go up right now. And here we are P8 and just trying to launch at Rakinishu mobs and get a few kills, as every kill with an experience shrine is just worth it. Oh, wow. Oh my god. I'm gonna lick it off. Oh. Well, don't wipe on my shirt. Love a good wiener in the morning. Okay, so we have level 6. We'll go ahead and get the throwing mastery, which we'll start to do a little bit. Again, really trying to just get Rakinishu here. And his minions. Unfortunately, you will just happen upon other mobs as well, getting in the way. And no strangling gas yet. Now, I really do want the waypoint, so I'm going to go try and find the waypoint. This character, I think, more than others, it's extremely helpful to do a little extra farming.
Good day.
Greetings.
any character
Good to see you.
where you have a chance to hit, it's almost always worth.
I just decided to eat a taquito at the wiener comment. Smiley face emoji.
Enjoy your taquito. That'd be fun, Dark. So every time we level up here, it becomes easier to hit, because hitting is not just a factor of your attack rating, it's also a factor of your level versus monster's level. Another point to throw mastery. We'll just continue this train. Guess we need a little money so we can actually pick those up.
Good day.
Good day. Good day.
Nice.
Yes.
Throw Barbarian. Let's change the title. Okay. And we'll continue. And this is also where you can continue to force this shrine right here for that experience shrine if you want. You can also happen upon a gem shrine or a, choking gas potions. Oopsies. There we go. Hey, look at that. Got a boss group as well. It's very nice. They run it over. Another point in throw mastery. Still need strangling gas pots. They are extremely helpful for this early leveling. We'll maybe just move forward a little, see if we can pick up a pair. Another point into throw mastery, also 1 point into double swing, because we will eventually need to get the point there so we can get double throw. Guided playthrough means I am holding your hand. We'll go 5 more decks, 5 more Vita. Skill Shrine is meh. Let's hope that was a boss group. When you have experience shrines, but even just in general, boss groups are going to be your main focus, as they do give 500% experience. Champion fallen groups are also very good, as they give 300% experience for champions, but in a champion fallen group specifically, all of the carvers that come with them give 500% experience. So all of their minions actually give experience. This only happens with carver groups, shaman groups, beetle, or the beetle groups. Only the ones that actually like champions that spawn with minions. So that's our main focus. I will still kill just like random stuff along the way. The main reason, again, is this character needs a little more killing. You just need to make sure you're keeping your levels up a little more. You're keeping your experience up a little more, right? You just want to stay ahead of it. So sometimes just fighting packs like this, it's not the most efficient, but it's going to keep your levels high enough that you'll be able to hit pretty often, and that's just such a satisfying feeling. Once you start missing all your shots, it starts feeling a lot worse. I wish I had strangling gas pots to show you how like much better it is to have them here.
The images you are seeing now aren't fiction. They're real. This is the face, the true depiction of the last thing a Mawam sees. Imagine the shock, the horror, that a Harbo Mawam Candy sees as its family and loved ones are slowly devoured, one by one, by this Mawam guy. This face. This is the last thing a Mawam sees. Donate today, and together we can put an end to these delicious atrocities. Mlama
So
Mawam.
delicious. Alright, another point throwing mastery. Grab some more javelins. I just realized one thing. I'm not sure I pushed hardcore on this character. Alright, well, we'll just play it deathless. No, the loot filter did not. I'm pretty certain I did not. So just play as if it is hardcore.
Greetings.
1 mana per kill is nice. Early on, why not? I can always get another 2-socket helm.
Greetings.
Good day.
Yep. We forgot. That's okay. Play it as if it is.
The stench of poison.
Yeah, my loot filter is not removing strangling gas pots. If we die, it's over. We have to delete. So one more. We're so close to getting our double throw online. Gas potions. I wish you were here. All right. One more throwing mastery. One double throw. Now we're gonna cook. Let's go, baby. So much better already. Okay, and we'll go more vitality. Nice. Poison damage as well. So now we can also start to take a look. We do gain attack rating and the same damage as opposed to double swing. So just going more into double throw and more into throwing mastery is good. However, we can take a little bit more of a look once we get to the point where they're maxed out. And we just have 1 point to see if it's actually better to throw points into more double throw or to first max out throwing mastery. How to add chaos fire skill points? You just gotta avoid them, or you can try a lower resist charges wand. Hey, strangling gas potions, they do exist. Unfortunately, they didn't show up until they're kind of irrelevant. Having those between level 6 and 12 is a lot nicer. We'll go more vitality. So Mr. Bossman. Okay, and here we can take a look. So, I mean, it'll be next level, really, but here we can at least do a brief look. So, throwing mastery right now, it's a 5% damage boost and an 8% attack rating boost, but we do increase our chance for crit strike, pierce, and chance to not consume. Whereas over here, it's 10% and 8% for attack rating and damage. So a little more attack rating and damage from this, but right now we're still getting a pretty good chance of not consume. And that increased chance for crit strike, which would replenish quantity. So I forget what the exact number is where it should self-sustain. I guess it also depends on your hitting, but it might be at that level 20. All right, we have gas potions now, dual wielded. And we will drop down to players 1 to kill the Countess because you get more runes from her on players 1 than you do on players 8. She's the only monster in the game that's like that. Are you... Now you're looking for Taleth.
Good day.
What you need?
It may take a while to get it. That's okay. But let's say you get it really early. You actually have the option of just continuing to use it. Continuing to do the tower there. Hey, adds some damage. Sure, why not? Yeah, it's a nice jewel. And we can always check the Cold Plains for an experience shrine. That boss is now not really going to be worth it anymore. We'll go more Vita.
Best elite Jav? Ghost Glaive?
It's alright. Try and think through the elite jabs. Yeah, now we're mostly doing it for levels, which is still good. I'd have to look at them all. Yeah, the problem with Ghost Glaive is it's slow. Gargoyle. Yeah, gargoyle bite. Nice. Frenzy though. Frenzy first, then throw, yeah.
I can't carry it.
We're mostly doing levels, but you know, we'll also see what we can pick up. A couple extra runes isn't bad. Some Rao runes can always be nice for fire res later on. And I'm just going to continue going into throw mastery. It's slightly worse than double throw in terms of damage and attack rating, but being able to get to that point where your jabs can sustain themselves is really helpful. And just will feel a lot better as you play through the game. What happened in this on run? She finished. Down to players 1. There are not better drops in hardcore, no. Why not?
Good day.
And perfect. I mean, even right now, we're already sustaining pretty well. I can get rid of some of these jabs. We'll keep 1 pair as backup. My armor's red because I can't use it yet. I'm just putting that in there just to have it in there. Now, it is a little bit slower attack speed. I like having the faster speed right now. And we'll just move these guys over. And grab a couple of those. We'll go a little more dexterity and another point in throw mastery. Back to players 8. And we're level 16. That is plenty to move forward. There's not a ton of experience left after that in the tower. It's about where you're going to take it. Wait until balanced axes? Yeah.
It's locked.
Go to the Timo. And head to the barracks. And the nice thing again is I'm still on players 8, and honestly this character is pretty strong. You can kind of continue with P8 for a lot. And what that of course does is continues to keep you a higher level. So you're going to hit a majority of the time. You can also double throw your gas potions, and again, the quantity does also replenish. So you can sustain pretty well with your gas potions. Level 24 for theoretically infinite sustain. Can't remember exactly. Well, we'll get close enough.
Moo.
Thank you, Born. Appreciate the Prime sub, reminding everybody they may have a Twitch Prime sub. We're also closing in on our stealth becoming active. Which is always a nice little bonus.
Moo.
Thank you, Kendrims. Remember, don't just hang out with your life total really low. Make sure you're taking care of it. And drinking your potions. Got some more blue jabs here. Added cold damage. I like it.
I should take this to Chelsea.
And we'll continue with more throwing mastery. We now have our stealth, so we get all that faster run walk, which is really nice.
Moo.
Frisky, thank you very much for the Prime. So juicy. They really did a good job with throw barb. Okay, you gotta go all the way down and around. No biggie. No biggie here. Couple dudes there.
I made a throw barb last season. So much fun. Have a great day, Senor Llama.
Thanks, Julie. Yeah, it's a nice time. And then they just grow into a really nice character too. Like a late game throw barb is also really fun, but they really did make the playthrough of the throw barb solid enough that you can enjoy. Should you use your prime sub? Look, you ain't gotta use it here. If you use it here, it goes to, you know, raising my children and stuff. So it's a nice place to use it. But you can use it somewhere else. Just make sure you use it. If you don't use it, it just goes to Daddy Bezos. And I mean, look, he's got like 9 super mega yachts or something. He doesn't need a 10th. We might as well take every little bit that we can from him collectively. So, more so than I want it, I just don't want him to have it. That's all. Dual death though, so good. What's on the hit power gloves that you really like? I do love Champion Fallens. Ooh, knockback. Just get some plague loss.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
Probably Lexi. Or Perfect Sapphire, okay. Yeah, not something I craft too often. Why not?
So cold and damp under the earth.
Some tier runes in a helmet could also be nice. Just a little like mana per kill for this character. Ooh, rare ring. Potentially something okay. Nope. It's pretty bad. We'll use it for now. I mean, it's still 9 light res, but... So sad excuse for a rare ring. Kill some baddies. Each strength and dex is 0.75% ED for throw barb. Yeah, that's true. So 1.5% of my damage I don't think moves the needle though, unfortunately.
I am overburdened.
Another point in throw mastery. We are level 18, so, you know, you can now kind of start looking at some things, but no, not really. Leap attack kind of opens up if you wanted to point there. Batron, thank you. It's like leap attack is pretty dope, actually.
Moo.
A small brick towards your own mega yacht, less than 3.
Thanks, Petite. Hey, everybody in chat that helped before has a tiny piece of this house. Yeah, exactly, Dirk. Leap attack is a poor man's telly. It's true. I don't really feel the need to get the waypoint here. It's normal Andy. However, you can get Blood Fist from normal Andy. You can get Hisaris Boots from normal Andy. You can get Gorefoots. You can get, you know, Nagel rings and stuff. So I watched someone who farmed normally in Andario like 100 times. They opened up the game and they hadn't played Diablo before, really, D2. And they were like, I'm just gonna like farm Andrew
Can
a
you
bunch.
shift your chair 1 inch over? You're wearing out the bit of carpet I own.
Oh, sorry, did you? And she found like all of the uniques and sets that you would want from there. Her character was pretty stacked. So, it is possible to pick up some things that you'll use for, you know, a few acts, honestly. Very nice. I see nothing wrong with their statement. They're just making clear, accurate statements on their own accord. Yeah, exactly, Dark. We are on players 8 right now. We're level 18.5. We'll go more vitality. Cold hit from the Spectral is annoying.
When I first played ID Farm Andy till 2 Nagels, the gear that'd come with it was amazing. This.
Yeah, I mean, like, 2 Nagels would be absolutely massive. You're getting me, you know, 30 to 60 magic find
I can't carry anymore.
to start off the game and play through. I'm gonna find so many sweet things. Go fight this boss really fast, and then we'll go to players 1.
No.
Eleanor, thank you.
I am overburdened.
It's fine. We'll start saving some rejuves just to have them. We're on players 1 for Endariel. Level up again. Throw mastery again. And just kind of wreck her face. Quilted armor. Wow.
Reopened.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I do want these chain gloves. I'll drop those. Sure. Okay, grab those. Yeah, a little gray form action. It's fun. And just like that, nice and easy, Act 1 is done. Fire res, poison res, sure. Gray form. 5% lifesteal, 10 dex, 20 fire, 20 cold res, and MDR 3. I mean, that's good.
Thank you Llama for your amazing soothing content. Io doll 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 io doll.
Of course. We'll throw the max damage on. You know what? I'll keep that, actually. Shop a belt.
How do I know I can trust you?
Don't really feel like I need rejuves yet. do this. Do that. Do that. Faster run walk boots. Love to see it. And we'll grab a scythe or a bardiche and get a blessed aim mercenary for better attack rating. And now he gets the gray form, which also has the life leech on it. So being able to get life leech for a mercenary is super helpful. But that would even be good on me, honestly. We can go up to P8. Now our chance to hit is even better than it was. And we have a fun mercenary. Now, one tip for your mercenary. Mr. Llama, my mercenary is taking damage. How do I heal him? Well, you can do shift 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it will give him the potion in your belt in that slot. You'll hear him say thank you, and he will start gaining some life. So you can do that with a rejuve or with a health pot, but not a mana pot. Just a way to try and help keep him a little bit alive. And just an early scythe is usually decent enough to do something, right? You just need a little bit. You think he's boring for throwing? I mean, I think it's, I really enjoy the character, actually. Again, whenever I see a boss group, that's kind of where my main focus wants to go. Now, me having life leech on the mercenary is also going to help him more so than anything. If you can get early life leech from a weapon or whatever form you can, that's usually pretty solid. And we'll go more vitality. I think it'll also be a good idea for us to kind of do a little planning. So what we can do once maybe when we get a little further, is we can actually start looking at all the different throwing weapons and kind of thinking about which ones we want to go for. Yeah, we'll go repair our jabs soon. We're not quite at sustainability point yet. They're getting close. With the crits, they can do all right. Just need the crits to happen. Another point in throw mastery, more vitality. T-strokes are unfortunately not for us. Give him a potion. Make his life a little bit easier. if we can't find Halls of the Dead. Doesn't appear so. That Pierce is really nice as well. I'd love a Wisdom later on. Thanks, ChatGPT. Okay, well, we have a waypoint we can go back. And we can look up some throwing weapons. So here's kind of our axes. Balanced axes have -10. Balanced knives have -20. You want the minus, that means faster. The positive means slower. So balanced axes are pretty decent. They have a decent throw damage and a good speed. Everything else here is kind of weak. Now it is 57 dexterity, so that is the one thing to note. When we get into the exceptionals, again, we're looking at war darts, pretty nice. 97 dex though is a little bit high. Battle darts are 0, but a decent damage. Hurl bats, of course, a good damage, but 106 dexterity. So those requirements do get a little bit spicy. Let's see, where's my throwing javelins? For javelins, if we go to normal, throwing spears are probably what I'm really going to aim for. You get the -10 as well, but you get 21 average, and it's only 65 dexterity. So this is going to be my main focus. It's the same speed there as a javelin, but of course, just like double the damage. So this is probably where I would like to be at. Again, just for the amount. Not too bad. And Act 5, we can go and shop these and try and get some like faster, increase attack speed ones. Let's go ahead and repair. We can always sell these here to stock them up to full. Fire res, I will use that to the end of the game. This poison damage is starting to run out of its time, but we'll keep it for a little bit. For energy, I will keep as well. And I will keep one rejuve. Always a decent idea to keep at least one of them. Otherwise, let's just keep going. Disput, thank you very much. Balinor, thank you very much. Yannick, thank you. Halls of the Dead. Not a lot of experience in the Halls of the Dead. So for the most part, I just want to run through this. There's a boss group we can fight. Otherwise, yeah. Pretty weak, especially at level 20. Really not going to be a lot gained. Let's just go get the cube. And, we can kill cube boss. But even then, very mediocre experience. Okay, pick these up and continue.
Now that I'm...
Let's go see if we have an exit over here. We do not. It is down in the bottom. Kill some more bosses. Double boss group right here. And this will just be a nice little experience pickup. Again, we're just kind of moving around on players 8 right now, so a lot of experience to be gained. 1 to 5 lightning damage. Again, not great, but right now, it's added damage. I'll take it. Eventually, we will be trashing that. Can these guides be followed? Of course. That's the whole point. You're supposed to follow these guides. If you are moving too slowly for it, whatever, these guides, of course, are up on YouTube, or going up on YouTube. You can pause, you can fast forward, you can rewind, you can do all the things to make sure that you can keep up. I'm trying to move at not the fastest speed ever, but I know that naturally I just move a lot faster because I just read maps and do things that you're going to do a little bit slower generally. So you can just watch it again, do, you know, do whatever you need to get what you need out of it so you can follow along. Another point. Everything's just going to throw mastery until we max it out. And I'll go ahead and put into dexterity. We know that we want to eventually get up to 65 dex. And that should be by Act 5, and we'll only gain a few more levels between now and then. Is it worth it to stack strength? Not really here. I'd rather just have the points in dexterity than strength. Once we've maxed out throwing mastery, we're going to max out double throw and double swing. Those are going to be the 3 things that we max, with a few points spread around in like battle orders. We'll definitely have a few points there. We'll have some points in natural resist, point in, you know, increased speed. Now, I will actually go down on players 8 into the maggot lair here. Yes, it'll take a little bit longer, but I want to just gain experience. This is also the Barbarian. Let's be honest, the Barbarian's just going to take a little longer, no matter what. Love it, Dark. Yeah, it's such a weird one. I know, crew, I know. Maybe one day. Okay. We got a boss group in here. I feel good. Let's go down to P1. Like, it is fine. We could do more P8 killing in here. But I am also level 21, so we're starting to get a little high for doing some stuff like that. Can re-enable once we get back out. Teleport staff needed for this build? It's never needed for any build, but it's recommended for all builds except Sorceress. It's just beneficial to have. There's just so many places where being able to make that teleport is worthwhile. Now you can also get leap and leap attack here, and that'll do a lot. So champion beetle pack in there. Heavy boots? No. Okay. I will probably not use Grimward. It's just not that good. What's the best rune for showing off to your date? Probably Jaw. If a girl sees a jaw rune, she's just gonna be like, when can we start dating? Yesterday? She'll know you're dedicated to the craft. Prefer finding a girl who appreciates the Vex. Look, you want to marry a girl who is happy with the size of your pole ring. That sounds just like, you know. You show up with a pole ring and she goes, babe, that's great. But if you're out at dinner and just trying to impress a girl, I mean, the jaw rune's gonna be more impressive, right?
Moo.
Thank you, Pilgrim. Could still be just like right above us. Nope, here it is. 3 to strength. Meh. Okay. Fang skin up top. It's nice. Easy pickings.
My llama, my girl seen my Koot Jakut runes and she loved them, ha ha. She loved my pull rune too, but now I farmed a Jaz XD.
There you go. You got it. Bugsy, thank you. Patrick, thank you. As long as when you know, like I say, if you want to marry her, when you meet her, after a little bit of time, hey, what do you think of this pole rune? You can have jaw runes, just don't whip them out at first. Otherwise, you can't know. Yeah, thanks, Luel. Started a podcast recently. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, sure. Is it gaming focused? Diablo focused? Send me a Discord message we can discuss. You ate too many chicken enchiladas? Happens to the best of us. NDA focus. Probably Pilgrim. You can probably get more than his odd. Okay, we level up again, level 22. Okay, we'll go players 1 for Arcane. Just so we can like move through the arcane a little faster. We're already 22, so we're pretty high leveled here. Did I ever replace Tiny Toilet? No, I still have a Tiny Toilet. Once I had kids, it's like, it's probably good to have a tiny toilet for the kids. Classic Pilgrim. Not first way. Tiny door got replaced. Still tiny door over there, I guess. So. Yeah, I mean, this helm's doing a lot of work for us. But it also goes to show you don't need tons. You know. What's your choice when it comes to bind demons on a blood boil lock? I don't know if I'm binding a demon on my blood boil lock. Probably just consuming. I guess you're running... yeah, I'm probably just consuming one and then running 2 Defilers or Tainteds, or just running 3 Tainteds if I'm going for the fire damage version. Thanks, time. Timit. Dang. We get some points in leap. Yeah, I mean, leap points are good. Like a single point leap attack is nice. One of the difficulties with the Barb is he actually has a lot of support skills. You want to get a leap attack, you want to get an increased speed, you want to get natural resist, you want to get battle orders and your battle command there. You want to maybe pick up like Grim Ward or find item. You have your main skill, you have your mastery, you've got, you know, there's just like always so many different things to take. So I'm running this order, but, you know, kind of run a little bit of the order that you want. A lot of skills you'll put 1 point to 4 or 5 points in. And nothing like a 4th way, huh? Nothing like a 4th way to start off the day. We're definitely getting to the point where we're sustaining pretty well, also, which is nice. Wow, 10 replenished life. It's a decent amount. Instant stealth, 4th way. I mean, whether we get instant stealth or not, we always get 4th way, right? I mean, Foe Holy Bolt is always a really fun build. Joy KG. I definitely want more Pierce. Let's see, right now we have 44% chance to Pierce, which is actually pretty good. But yeah, if we could get like Wisdom or Razor Tail or something, oh, it'd be so nice. That would be such a juicy find. Okay, double down arrow. So remember it goes circle, moon, square, sun, double down arrow, triangle, circle over moon. That is your left to right. And those never change, so just note that down. You already forgot. What? I just said it. Will that order be in the exam? I mean, yeah, of course it will. That's why I spelled it out for you. Well, sun is straight above, unless you mean complete circle, and that's your sun. Okay, make sure you're on players 1. Now before we go fight Duriel, there's something we want to do.
It is an honor to
Some of you may know, some may need a clue.
There's nothing the right potion can.
So we grab thawing potions, and every one that we drink, we gain 50% cold res, but we can also, of course,
Thanks.
give them to our mercenary. So now he also gets 50% cold res.
Thanks.
Sharing is caring. Mercenary can tank. We can avoid the cold damage. We can give the mercenary potions with shift 1. Can also drag potions on top of him. And come on, Alhazir, hang in there, buddy. Let's go. Just like that, Act 2 completed. Give yourselves a clap.
I have failed. Diablo has freed.
Maybe some juicy finds there. We'll see soon. Talk to Jurhin, drop a TP in the harem, and we can fast travel across town to Mashif. Let's see what we got. I'm excited. 10 FCR, 3 min damage, 50 attack rating. Hello. I like that. 9 life, 19 mana with 20 light res. Losing the 3 to 9 damage is actually kind of sad there. These are garbage. Nothing there. Yeah, this is very nice though. 7 to 20 damage with the 28 ED, 6 to max, 29 attack rating. We'll go there with it. It is a shorter range, but that's okay. Now, what do? We are pre-level 24, so we're going to shop for a teleport staff. Remember, this is a teleport charges staff. There we go. I can put that on him for now. So it's a staff that has teleport charges, and because I'm not level 24 yet, I can just go shopping and try and find only looking at the red ones. The ones that are unusable, because level 24 is required for teleport charges. And there you go. For 19,000, we have found it. Now let's pretend that for some reason it cost way more than that. And I needed a little bit more gold. Well, I can always go here. What do I have in there? Oh yeah, I've got that. 1, 2, 3 chip gems. And whatever the staff is, or, you know, whatever. Something cheap that can reroll into skills. Reroll it. 1 to Glacial Spike. That'll now sell for more than 737 gold. Thus, we have made gold. So every grouping of chip gems, 3 chip gems that you have, you can always sell. The skull would also sell for some good money and stuff. But we have that. And now we can upgrade our mercenary, get him a little bit more damage with that we just found. So pretty good. Let's keep cooking. Also massive quantities on balanced knives. This is also where we can, if we want. Let's go to Act 2, doesn't really matter where. We can do some jambling. And we can actually kind of jamble around for some throwing stuff right now. If desired, we could try and hit another balanced knife. That's a pretty good one. So we could, you know, try once more if we wanted, try and get a rare. So getting a lot of gold can also be very useful for that. But these have nice speed on them, not too crazy of requirements. Only needing 51 dex, we're at 53.
Move.
Hello.
And a way to increase our damage up. Gambling will increase every level. Thank you, Popsicle. So the earlier you can gamble them, generally the better. I mean, you can also get slightly better affixes as you get higher in the level. But that cost me 8,000 per gamble, which isn't terrible, right? And it's supposed to be 1 in 10 is going to be a rare. We can also do this for our double throw of that. This is players 1 at the moment. We'll increase again our player count a little bit later. But we're shredding pretty well. Surprised I have a mercenary in keys. I mean, the Barbarian, because he moves a little bit slower, you're generally gonna have the mercenary a little bit easier with you. Additionally, you can also get battle orders a little bit later, right? And you can just give that to your mercenary. And so your mercenary can survive a little bit better. So it's a little bit easier. I also found a Grey Form early on, which helped out because that gives life leech. Nice. More added damage. We'll take it.
He defeated my ancient foe, that spider.
Bro, I hate that spider so much. Sark. Cesark. It's killed me so many times in like speedruns and stuff. You don't have to have the faster weapon in the left hand anymore with double swing, I believe. I think all that's been changed. Feels like we're not going to get a skip on this run, but And maybe we'll be a little lucky. I think this is just going to cut left and go straight up into the Great Marsh, though. Unless that cut over right there. Which it could have. If that did, then this is flare. Coming up. Now I kind of feel like it's going to be flare. Nope. It's great. I was hopeful. Let a man dream. You no longer have to click on gold to pick it up. You do not. Now, souls are normally scary, but in normal, they're not really that scary. Especially as a barbarian, you have tons of life. So, don't worry too much about it. In Act 4, they get a little bit scarier, but they just don't do enough damage right now, even with low light res. Now in Hell, if I had 9 light res, I would be dead right now. Do you generally get a Merc on a Pally playthrough too? I would say a lot of playthroughs are going to pick up a Mercenary in normal at least. Because normal Act 2 and Act like 3 kind of and stuff, they'll generally survive. Once you get to Act 4, a lot of times they'll start dying. If you really overlevel and keep them alive, you can keep them through normal. And then Nightmare and Beyond is pretty tough. Now, this character, because he has battle orders, is able to do a little bit more sustain with him. So, if you get him an Insight, you make him a Bulwark, and you battle orders him, a lot of times that can be enough of a combination. Mix. We're acting as if it's hardcore because I forgot to push the button. But if I die, it's over. So it's the exact same thing as if it's hardcore. We're playing through it deathless. Oh man, that's annoying. Using an Act 1 Merc for Blessed Aim? Wait, what? Act 1 Merc doesn't have Blessed Aim. Are you thinking of PD2 or something?
Is it always best to use stock A2 Might Merc with throw barb, or is there benefit to run A5 Merc later on with throw or any type of barb?
Stock A2 Might Merc with throw barbs and interact from right. I mean, having the aura is generally still just always going to be better, but Act 5 mercenaries are pretty tanky. Which can be really nice. Yeah. Super annoying. Level 23. We'll just keep going here. And we'll go 5 more decks. Just working towards that 65 dexterity. Yes, Act 4 Mercenary the best. So even though Act 2 Mercenary is generally going to be seen as the best, like, you can get an Act 5 Mercenary and still have a good time and it'll still be solid, you know? It's not like it turns into garbage all of a sudden. And even a little bit more survivable. Act 5 mercenaries, again, they're pretty tanky. Alright, let's try players 8, going into the player jungle.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Now, there can be a lot of flares and they can surround you. A point and leap is pretty helpful to get away from it all. Also, the fire damage from Soul Killer Shamans can be pretty deadly to you and your mercenaries, so always watch out being a little close to that. Mana per kill is nice. Roll extra experience. Nice and easy. Is there a 3 aura cap on players?
This holy blade does not belong in the hands of the Zakarum.
And let's go sell some things. We need a little bit of space. Oh yeah, we can go do Radamant. You're right. Sure, trash. 14 energy is a lot of energy. I'll go ahead and use that. And I'll go ahead and use this as well. I kind of want the attack rating more. Not that either of them really matter. Oh, there you go. A little bit more attack rating. Okay. Alright, let's continue. They did patch aura stacking. Wait, what's mana regen stacking? I'm familiar with that one. Now, something to also note about the throw barb. Yes, we will get natural res, but we're also not going to have a shield. Unless we run one-handed throw and not the double throw, which is kind of sad. So, we are going to be losing all the res from that.
Hello.
5 poison damage again. 7 life. So many, like, just mediocre charms. I don't mind having one source of poison damage, but that would be a GG weapon to find. Probably Jimmer Shreds. I'm trying to think what is one of the throwing items that's a low enough level. Because like Lacerator's obviously fantastic, but that's a little bit high, too high of a level. Shimmer Shreds even might be too high of a level, so maybe just Death Bits or something. War Strikes are also probably too high of a level for a playthrough. Okay, let's max that.
Moo.
Thank you, Viking Jin. Oh, I should have got Leap. That's okay. We have Teleport here. So now we have Teleport. You can also leap over these walls, but we'll just do it, Tilly. Some cruel harpoons could be nice, yeah.
Moo.
Thank you, Zaris. Appreciate the T1 sub.
I am overburdened.
Grab the brain. And back to the Flare Jungle. Keep moving. Let's go more dexterity. Again, I want to get up to that 65 dexterity. And experience shrine out here is also really nice. Just to pick up a little more experience. But I mean, here you can see like we're leveling, right? We're already 24 and a half. We're still in the Flared Jungle. We're spending a little extra time on this character to really just bulk up. Why not? You just did one single player PD2. A little bit stronger, yeah. This is players 8 right now. We are playing for the experience. And while you don't get bounces here, you do get Pierce. Nah, hardcore, you can't play scared like that. You want to play scared like in dangerous areas, but when it's leveling time, you gotta like overcommit even more. It's time to level, baby, you know? We ain't messing around, we are leveling. Shamans are scary. Mercenary might get popped here. These dudes are a little rough. Give them a potion. Alright, we're able to hold them off. And we have maxed out throwing mastery. Let's go. Now we can start working on increased speed. We can start working on leap. Start working on eventually battle orders. Early on, battle orders is kind of meh. It's definitely one that you want to get a little bit later, I would say. Don't really rush it at 24. Is Storm Tree good to farm for experience like Rakanishu? I mean, if you have a waypoint right next to him, there's definitely been times that I have gone and farmed Storm Tree. He's not my favorite farming spot, but he can be okay. I think the general problem is Battlemaid Serena is also right over here, and she's just like a little bit better. Yeah, this is all self-found SSF. So if you're really looking for the experience here, it's like, well, you could just go a couple more steps to find Battlemaid Serena. Do I think Blood Boil is a good starter? Oh yeah, great. Blood Boil is super fun. Very powerful. Plays well through the game, and then in the end game it's like crazy good.
Moo.
Here is some Bezos. Waypoint for Storm Tree outside the door. Thanks for mentioning that llama.
The doorway there. If you get the lower Kuros and it's right next to it. You know what I mean. Thanks, Patrick. Thank you, Hikito. Thank you for a little bit of Bezos specs. Nice posty. So here's Battlemaid Serena, even better with a combat shrine. Oh yeah. Battlemaid Serena is in the Cursed Bazaar, in the temple that faces to the bottom left. So this is a great farming spot. Just coming in here, killing her. Yeah, 12,000 attack rating. Highly recommended. You can wear a cure for your mercenary. That can help a little bit. Give antidote potions, but a lot of times when I farm Indariel and Hell, I just let my mercenary die. Yeah, she's got her whole gang down there. But it's good experience. Okay, and there we go. That puts us over the 65. We are now ready for our throwing spears. We also need to be careful fighting anything, as there are dolls in here. So my main focus is going to be just get to Travancore waypoint. This tele staff was only, what, 19k, 24k? It wasn't too bad. Oopsies. Come here, baby. Okay. And let's go ahead and go down to players 1. We actually could kill the Trav a little bit higher, since we are such a high level now and have good damage, but again, not like crazy necessary. Sell. I like that a lot. 22 light res, 8 fire res. 11% magic find. I'll put over the energy. 40 attack rates, half freeze is nice, but we'll keep what we have just a little bit. Could I have a little bit more? Just got 2 balance knives. And we can repair our gear.
Good day.
And go turn these things in. Don't forget to build towards Grimward. I just don't like it. We'll go back to Vitality now. And go to the sewers. Any early game crafts for weapons here? Unfortunately, not really. You don't really get to craft throwing weapons in this game, which is very sad. Okay, don't really care to kill all the dolls, so we just won't. And hopefully it's right here. Perfect. Okay, that's pretty nice.
It's locked.
So 23 light res, 21 fire res, and a chance for Frost Nova when struck.
Hello.
I think it's time to replace this helm. This helm did a lot for us,
Yes.
but can craft a blood throwing axe. I can look at Diablo 2 weapon crafts. Blood weapon, magical axe. So I guess you can do it with a throwing axe. So, I mean, yeah, that's nice. And then javelin for safety spear.
Good to see you.
I mean, it's something. I mean, those axes are actually okay. This is pretty sad. So maybe we'll try and craft one throwing axe. Not something you see too often. Now your mercenary has a decent chance of dying here, regardless of what you do. You can try and heal him, though. I mean, my guy's got pretty good fire res, which does help, and I can try and tank the Hydras. If you can kind of get past the first half of the trap without him dying, it really increases his chances of staying alive. So, I think he'll be okay, actually. We are cursed, we want to be a little bit careful. And this is where just leveling up and taking care of him really does do a lot. Wow, binary. Yeah, the Blood Axe is definitely an interesting consideration. Okay, so we just want to get through to Mephisto. We're already 25, almost 26. It's fantastic. Go down to players 1 if you weren't already. And let's jump on Mephisto. Mercenary tried his best. It did get popped, ultimately. Mephisto does have some good damage. So you can try and, you know, dodge around. He does lightning and cold, of course, so... The lightning, I've got pretty good light res, and actually pretty good cold res with the thawing potion. So you can always drink a thawing potion for more of that. Now you can also just kind of pull them around to cheese them a little bit if you want. Get them. These might not throw far enough. Oh, they just don't reach. Unfortunately, the balanced knives are pretty short range, so... I'm gonna say, if you have a longer throwing thing, then you can long range him. But easy enough. Act 3 done. It's hardcore guided playthrough.
What do you need?
Okay, you have deaths. 7% light res. I will keep that until end of the game. Grab all these. We'll do a little repairs. Good to go. We'll remain players 1 out here. We actually could probably increase the player count a little bit if desired, but I'm happy to kind of stick on P1. We can get our mercenary back. He's been doing pretty well, so we'll see how well he can survive out here. Go find Isual.
Moo.
Love these streams.
Thanks, Cammy. Having that additional fire res is really helpful for the infernos from these guys. So this is definitely where, if you do not have good fire res and you are able to pick up a Ral rune, go put it in a helm, right? Get a 2 open socket helm, put at least 1 Ral rune in it. Get yourself 40% fire res, 60% fire res, whatever. Just more fire res is better here and will be a lot safer. Sing Barb is annoying to play. What? I love Sing Barb.
I need mana.
Or Singer. And the Doomcasters do a variety of damage, depending what they're throwing at you. Is it also lightning? Interesting. I thought those white balls were just physical. What happened, Patrick? Okay. Let's go find the waypoint. Perfect.
Greetings.
That's a weird tile. Ooh, lethargy charges. Huh. Worth holding on to.
What do you need?
Look at that. Just like tile missing. It's weird. Just got a rug down. There. Uh-oh. That's a dead mercenary if he stays like that. No. He got stuck. Okay, try and feed him potions. I mean, that cleaned up pretty well. Covering the trap door for the Act 4's new quest. That'll be wild. Is Isual good to farm? No. You kill Isual one time per difficulty, and that is the only time you kill him. He just has so much life, it takes forever. Okay, so we have 3 skill points. We could start getting into the whole frenzy thing where you do a frenzy and then you throw. We could also get battle orders, but a level 1 battle orders is pretty weak. I'm just going to go for increased speed with 1 point. And I think I might get 1 point in Iron Skin so that when Natural Resist comes around, we can snag a point there as well. 14 attack rating, 15 life is pretty nice. I'll get rid of the 1 to 5 damage at this point and go for that. We'll keep going Vitality. We'll also go down here. Just a level 1 lethargy. Masteries GCs, that's true, Andy. People won't fight you for that. Though you're probably just running max damage, attack rating, lifers.
I can't. I've just about
Grab
had
another
enough
skill
of
point.
The Walking Dead.
And do I want to get leaping going? I think I'll just put more points into double throw. More damage right now still seems like my desire. Just got to get those throwing spears or some nice crafted axes or something going. Let's see what's up here. I do want to do the forge. Maybe get a perfect ruby or some flawless rubies that we can use for that crafting later. Fort room could be used for crafting. Yes, Posty. You got 7 masteries GCs for 1 Istrun. Yeah, I think most people would do that. Because yeah, nobody really wants a masteries GC, so. Could be right up there too. I do like how fast we're able to melt stuff. It's true, Boundary. Let's just kind of clear out some general stuff. A ruby is nice. Work our way towards the perfect ruby. We can always use a gem shrine later if we need to. Yeah, I mean, he kind of melts. I'm not gonna lie. Nephrune, not great, but we did get the perfect ruby. Thanks, Jojo. So, I say we take what we can get.
Hello.
And Neff can be used for crafting some gloves later, so we may end up trying to get a few perfect rubies and doing a lot of crafting a little bit later on. Alright. Time to go in to the chaos. Now, as a barb with pretty good res, remember I'm lower res right now, I definitely feel pretty safe just teleporting in here. If you want to take it a little slower and kill your way in, do it, right? Again, you don't have to... Llewellyn. You don't have to move at the same speed that I move. I move like this because I'm very comfortable with the game. I have a very good understanding of where I'm at, when I'm safe, when I'm not safe, you know. So, if you don't have that sense, just move a little slower in all the places. It's totally fine. Kill a few more things, get a little more experience. It's a fun journey. Man, we melt stuff. Oh, I can reach. It's funny. Okay. We'll reach this way first. Still, definitely be careful if you have bad fire res here. Great way to get one shot. But I've got 42 fire res. Plenty. Plenty enough. And just keep melting them. Nice and easy. Pretty safe over there. Take out the aura. And one more. I've got a stealth, but that's the only rune word. Ouch. And that was with 42 fire res. Yeah, Crushing Blow does work, just half the effectiveness. So, a little bit worse. I mean, half as good. But it is from
Throwing you some love, llama.
Thanks, Bastic. So yeah, I would happily accept a little Crushing Blow. Thank you so much. Appreciate the time, sir. Up goes the weasel. Alright, Al-Hazir. Probably gonna die here. Hard to keep him alive for Diablo. But that's okay. Goodbye, my friend. Again, Diablo on the star is a little bit annoying. Ooh, got caught in a fire rift right there. Try and keep a little bit of distance. Yeah, you get your crushing blow from some other source. Like a duress if I get an Umrune in Nightmare or something. Critical strike is increasing your damage, double damage. Crushing blow is damage based on a percentage of the remaining life. Gotta know the 5 Ds, that's right. Should watch that movie tonight. Remaining life, you thought it was of max HP? Nope, it's of remaining HP. So, your first hit of crushing blow is your hardest hit. Normal Diablo is usually a little tough because a lot of times at this point you don't quite have the gear yet, you don't have the crushing blow or anything like that. And he's just real big and tanky. Whereas usually in Nightmare in Hell you can hit him down a little bit faster. Though this character's not going to be like known for crushing him down really quickly. But we'll be able to do it fast enough.
Hail to you, champion.
Oh. Darn. Wrong character. We do have a Venom Ward right there. Nice for the poison. Oh yeah, I could have used Lethargy on him. I don't hate that. 189 attack rating with cold damage. A little bit of IAS to help out. These gloves are marginally better, but 60 strength, I don't think I want that. I like that for now. Come on, Alhazir, let's get going. It is now time to shop throwing spears.
Good afternoon.
Poison damage, cold damage is kind of not bad. I do like having cold. Try and get something a little nicer. 6 to max. We can do better still. Knockback isn't terrible. Man of Steel. There we go. 7 to max. 69 attack rating. It's the first one. ED. That'll work. 36 ED. And a low life steal as well. Solid. And these throw a lot further. Look how far those go compared to the balanced axes.
My homeland.
So nice. They also look cooler. It's true. I don't know, I kind of like the almost invisible throw of the balanced knives. As they just melt things. But their range is pretty sad. The throwing spears are kind of funny because they're kind of floppy in his hand. You have to also note that physical damage is pretty important right now for this character. And better than something like 1 to, 5 lightning damage or whatever, because I have so many things that are increased damage. And those scale off to physical damage.
Siege is broken.
See what Players 8 looks like up here in our farm spot. Rare ring, nice. Definitely not the fastest, but workable.
Salutations.
So, if you want to spend some time leveling up here, go for it. I think Act 1 is also pretty decent for leveling, because mobs generally have a little bit less HP there. So you can do some more leveling in Act 1, do some tower running, and some more of that. Will I gift myself stuff for health? Of course not. And we'll just keep boosting the damage up. We're down to players 1. And we'll keep moving forward. But feel free, again, to level here as much as you would like. Sure about that. Go ahead and save our brothers. It was only 13%. It wasn't valuable enough. Those gloves I had. No sockets and throwing weapons. Rip.
Follow me.
25 to mana is nice. Probably worth more than 5 poison damage at this point. Say a lot of our damage charms are gonna lose a lot of their value quickly. But it's alright. I think because you can throw out of a javelin and it disappears, they opted to not put sockets in, because what would happen to whatever you socketed within them? My assumption, at least. Also probably just goes back to like old school game, how it was designed originally. We'll leave a TP so we can come back and save Anya. And we'll make the long trek. Ooh, actually, there's a gem shrine right there. Let's see. I have a flawless diamond, or I could get the ruby to go up to a flawless. I think I'll do the ruby.
Good afternoon.
Okay. I just have to find a waypoint somewhere. I was thinking the diamond could be used for a prismatic amulet later on. But I probably want to try and craft a few times with rubies, so how'd this on hell go? Great. No waypoint there, so let's grab a waypoint here. Oh my god, binary. Okay, let's go save Anya. Did I not set another TP? That's annoying. I could have sworn I did when I came back. Alright, well. Run it back. Maybe we'll come across the waypoint this time.
Impossible.
Here it is. So close. Point to find item not worth it? Not really. Find potion actually a little bit more worth it. Find item at the start, 1 point, so whatever. Fantastic later on. Early is like whatever. But find potion, you can get some full rejuves really early. Could actually be a great source of just picking up tons of rejuves. Okay, we'll go more vitality. And we are just gonna run. Yeah, it was a heavy crit from that champion. More than I thought he could. Now, something to also note with this character is we do not get Canopy Frozen from Rhyme Shield, so we're going to have to find it from another source. That could be a Hearth, that could be whatever the unique Ghost Armor is called. That could be Wisdom, Spirit Shroud, whatever, right? Any plans for AoE tournaments or team matches in the future? Yeah, potentially. Been enjoying it. Hawkmail, Ravenfrost. 1 to max, 18 AR. It's just like medium. Ooh, not enough gold. Well, if we need more gold, what do we do? That's right. Go shop some random wands, saves, whatever. That are really cheap. 1,300. 280.
Good day.
Okay. Well, I would be good for it. Thank you very much. Reroll. There's some cash. Reroll. There's some cash. 1, 2, 3. Reroll. There's some cash. And I kind of want to keep this chipped. Never mind. I don't need to make an Amarin. Darn. Okay, well. 3 things worth of cash, but we can also just take these floods for a little bit extra too. We'll grab one of these guys.
Afternoon.
And I guess one more. Perfect. And there we go. Enough gold. Full Hisaris set would be nice. Death's Belt and Death's Gloves would be nice. Yeah, there's a few options.
Salutations.
Our sticks are pretty simple. 7 max, 69 AR, 30 60 D, 5 lifesteal. Nothing too crazy, but just some simple shops. We'll do some more with those later. And I guess if we're gonna craft an axe, I guess we want a balanced axe. Let's see. Throwing. It's just so low on the damage, though. Maybe we just get a battle dart.
3 Zod, 3 Cham, 2 perfect skulls, socketed throwing weapon. Confirmed.
Yeah, maybe that. What's the next one? Yeah, just buying from Nightmare Mall is also good value, though. Looks like it may open up down there. Yep. Alright. Ancients, not too bad. Make sure you're on players 1. But our mercenary is pretty tanky, and so are we. We can always just heal him. Alex is immune to poison. You don't see that too often in normal. Yeah, that's some really crazy gear rolls he got to be able to be immune. Again, without any crushing blow, these things do take a little bit longer. All good. That'd be an interesting book. Another level up. We'll continue with Vitality. And I guess we're just waiting at this point. So we'll just go double throw again. Get our whole bad axe from gambling. Yeah, I'd have to respec though. Those dex requirements are so brutal. That Pierce was really nice. When's the frenzy strat? I just don't love it as much. It's so annoying having to constantly like rebuild up your frenzy. No, technically it's good, but QOL, not my favorite. We're killing stuff anyways. Yeah, but Frenzy's so slow to get started. Those first few swings take an hour each. Okay, we have a waypoint. Flawless Ruby, let's go. Dude, every flawless Ruby we get is like gold. But not like gold in this game that's worthless. I mean like valuable gold. Just couldn't quite reach. Damn, most of our leveling will come after this. So right now our goal is pretty much just get to Bale. Thanks, TJ. The hardcore throwbar before I want to stay at range anyways. I mean, yeah, a little bit more range never hurts. Being able to roll the ED is so nice though. The open socket breastplate has a lot of various uses, from hustle to treachery to myth to whatever, so I'm definitely going to keep that. That piece, get that Valk spawn. Get the plus critical strike as well. It's good. Take out the Unravelers. Stay alive. Whew, close one. When did season 13 launch? I've just got the Blessed Aim Mercenary right now. Enchant Merc is whatever. Yeah, when is that new Grim Dawn expansion? Is it already out? People were asking about it, but I know it's like sometime soon. We're just sticking on P1 here. We could maybe go up to like P3 on some of them, but honestly, even that'll be a little bit much. These guys just have maybe a little bit too much life. We like just don't have enough damage, you know. Posty. And wave 5 is going to be a nightmare wave. One of those waves that you just skip. Just a little too tanky, you know? Just a little bit too tanky. Alright. Let's go grab Al his ear.
Good evening.
And one of the things that Bale likes to do is cold damage. It's one of the ways that he kills you and your mercenary, so
Thanks.
we'll go ahead and stock up
Thanks.
on that.
The halls of the ancients. Magnificent.
Nice. Feed him a potion. And slowly chip away. Al-Hazir did his best. And just avoid the cold shots. If there's a clone and you don't want to fight the clone, or deal with the clone, you can just run away. And just hang out away from the clone for a few seconds. You can go to town, restock on your potions if you want while you're there waiting. Come back, clone's disappeared. Now he can always summon a new clone, but let's go try out our lethargy ring.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
So annoying.
Salutations.
Oh, didn't go away for long enough. $28,000.
At your service.
Okay.
My brothers will
Ay,
not
ay,
have
ay.
died in vain.
Bale, you're so annoying. Okay, let's get more TP scrolls.
How may I be of help?
Battle Cry is viable. Now again, it's just like more skills that you need to go investing in things. Looks like a level 1 lethargy is not enough to prevent him from doing a lot of his spells. Does seem like it prevents his teleport. You can also hide in the corner. Yeah, you can also hide in the corner. Oh, kind of. Maybe his cold blast as well.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
Good afternoon.
Nope, his cloning's just random.
Not in town.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
He just loves his clones today. Come on. Now, the real one is the only one that can teleport. There's also a slight difference in the way that the demon is aligned under his name. Clone, real, right? And then, of course, the real one has more health. So, 3 fun facts to know which one's clone. Throwing spear. But GG! Congratulations. You just beat normal hardcore with your throw barb. And honestly, you blazed through it. That was easy. This is also really nice for our mercenary.
I'll put that to good use.
Decent damage, 2 open sockets, 30 IIS, lifesteal. We also have a rare throwing spear.
Salutations.
Big money, no whammies. Ooh, 91 ED with added 3 to 9 damage and attack rating. Massive! Yo. 3 of the best mods I could have asked for right there. Let's go. We're 1 level away from that. That's huge. Yeah, so we love that. For sure. That's a big boy stick. Oh yeah. Let's go see what Anya has for us. Nothing. Thank you, Anya. Oh, I missed it. And we can try and gamble some throwing spears too. They are a little expensive. We need some more money. Go try and get some cash somewhere. Do some sweet gambling. And it's rare, so it can be upgraded too. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that's part normal. Let's take a look at our stats and skills and everything. We have 65 dexterity, so we can wear those throwing spears. Rest into vitality for the most part. Skills. We're maxed out on throwing mastery. 1 point increased speed. Our next point will be natural resistance. And then we're starting to max out double throw, and we will start getting points in battle orders soon enough. That'll come soon enough. Otherwise, yeah. Gear. Couple throwing spears that we shopped. Found a nice helm with dual res. We could socket quest this if we want. Put another RAL or order something in it. Has that chance for Frost Nova as well, which is super helpful. Nothing on an amulet yet, really. Stealth armor. Nothing really on gloves. Probably go shop something better in Nightmare. 3 min damage, 50 attack rating. It's okay. Nothing on a belt. 30 res here. So, okay. And then 10 FRW. And just some random charms. Nothing too crazy there either. So, a lot of medium stuff. But plenty of stuff to be upgraded. Anyways, that is part normal. I'll see you guys in part nightmare. Don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. Peace.